Mr. Gregor Grey.
Yeah,
I have to say to you,
go on, talk to me.
like, call it a disclaimer, call you what you want, yeah, but I truly do advise, yeah, that after you leave the man them, you go and hand yourself into the closest police station possible. Okay?
Hear what I'm saying to you, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I can see where you're going with this, the 2 years, and I wanna make it clear, innit? It's not the first time you've told me this, even before camera. You let me know, say, yo, Dan, it's not gonna make no sense or whatever. So I'm just making you know that I heard you the first time you're telling me this, now on camera. You understand?
100%. Back again, Blue Tick, serious banter.
Myself, Bugsy B.
Myself, Digo. Yourself,
Gregor Grey.
So this week we got a proper. It's something that everybody needs to hear. He's if you ain't seen him, he kind of made the Guardian paper because he went on our brethren podcast in Birmingham, Chop Shop. Big up them, man.
Big up the Chop Shop.
Yeah, man.
Big up
You get
them, man.
Basically, I'm gonna give you a little basic thing. So basically, he got sentenced to 4 years IPP for a robbery. He's now in his 17th year. He's at large, wanted for whatever reason. He's done 17 years. I don't understand why he's still wanted if he only got.
We're gonna go through that.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
gonna give you the whole story and make you understand the whole background of
100.
everything. Yeah,
100.
let's roll. Let's slide.
cool. So, big man.
Talk to me.
I want to know, because obviously, I've seen your recent podcast that you was on. Obviously, I've watched it. Very interesting. You get me? But I kind of want to get to know you before all of the madness. You understand? So, like, where you from? Where?
I was born and bred in Birmingham, you know. Dudley Road Hospital, to be precise.
Okay, cool.
My spot.
I grew up in Borsalleaf, Birmingham, England, and to say that I had an abnormal lifestyle is one of the better words, because if I told you the road that I live on, it would not resonate with you. If I said the road to you what I live on, you'll understand. So I grew up on Cheddar Road. Cheddar Road, 54 Cheddar Road was my house. Now in Cheddar Road, you've got 90 houses. 80 of them are occupied by red light district. 80 houses, so that's every gal in the window naked.
Wow.
But that's normal to me. I'm 7, 8, 9. But that's normal living to me. Then round the corner you got the Cannon Pub, where all the shatters are, all the drug dealers. So
I've heard of that.
everything's on my block. Then to top it off, you got Edgbaston Cricket Ground. So that's when I come into play now, because I'm thinking, all right then, I'm too young to take part in these grown activities, you know, but here we're going now.
I'm going to do 2 cricket.
Yeah, because England's playing West Indies and the way the cars them are blocking up the road, so we must be able to control them by tomorrow. See what I'm saying? You control that road, I control this road, we just charge them. You're not going to tell me nothing. I tell you, say, yeah, I pay £5, I'm not ask you, I tell you.
How did that business go?
Very good. very, very good. Profitable. But it was... Take that away from it. It was always that mentality of me to know that, listen, there's 2 ways in life, innit? You can be a watcher or a doer, innit? No, people watch things happen. So, for instance, a man will watch things happen and say, oh, boy, I didn't even know you bought that car last week, you know, that car's hard, I'm going to get one myself. You're a pussy, shoot him immediately, quick, fast, getting rid of him. He's the guy you need to get rid of. Sharpish! Why did he have to see your car to want it?
I hear that fully.
Understand what I just said? He saw you in your car to want one. These geezers no good. But you've got a lot of them. But my thing
So
is...
what, when you say aspirations, no?
Nah, because I had aspirations to be like the local drug dealers, but I knew that wasn't the life to live.
I hear that.
Because that was only a small fragment of your life to live however you want to live it. But the flip side to it is long, because it's either prison or death.
Yeah, of course. But you can inspire your brethren, though.
Yeah.
Your brethren might see you with something and say,
and
"Raw, you know what?
No, it's not that. I'm not saying that. Take heed to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you woke up this morning and said, "Yo, bro, I'm going to get myself a Porsche," I'm going to get a Porsche for you. You wanted the Porsche before you saw it. So I'm going to help you obtain what you wanted, because you knew what you wanted before you seen it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to see it to say, well, you know what? Well, what one of them?
Yeah.
Nah. You didn't want it before. Why do you want it now? Why do you want it now? Because your brethren's doing it. Brother, this is all crab in the barrel mentality that I've been lying down horizontal, watching, man. And I'm thinking to myself, I just have to just watch it and just take heed and educate myself to how the man them work, because enough man said that they can do prison time. Me, I tell you facts. Enough man are ball upon the landing and can't manage.
I hear that fully.
Nobody can't say Gregor Grey.
Before we get into your prison, let's get back to the origins, because you're just about to go onto the wing a little bit too early.
Yeah, no. Let's bring it back to the original question then. So
siblings.
I've got 4 brothers on my mother's side and X amount of brothers and sisters on my dad's side.
Older or younger?
Varies.
Okay, cool.
So you're a middle child, basically.
Yeah, I'm the middle one.
Okay.
Oh, so did you have middle child syndrome? Okay, you know there's a syndrome in it for middle children.
I mean, I did hear a report about this, about middle children either turn left or right, either, but they're always gonna rebel against something.
You understand me?
My team wasn't that.
Okay.
Because I was a little mother's boy, always have been, always will. So, for instance, let me give you an example. My first brethren, who's my Cody, we was 4 years old in nursery. I remember it like it was yesterday, blood. I'm 42 years of age now, so that's 38 years of friendship. My mother wanted to leave me in nursery the first day. Me start cut some eye water and ball. I said, "Where you going leaving me? You gonna leave me here?" My brethren started to laugh. I just banged him in his mouth. Straight away. Like, who you laughing at? Don't laugh after me. But my man banged me straight back. Yeah, my brethren, man. Come. Come, man. It's long,
Enough good friendship build like that.
It's long. Make it even worse. There's twins in here, and I say, "Here, what we're gonna do now? We're gonna pick one. You go for, I'll go for the other one."
We're twins now.
Yeah. But it's my brother for life, and I'm gonna show you something now. He's had the opportunity to come out 4 times and go back in. Not because he wants to go back in. It's because of the sentence that he's doing. Now, enough youths don't fail to realise that. The second you're picked up from the boy them being the police, you are now marked, my brother. So whether you think it's, well, I want to roll with my knife in a car, enough man are rolling with their thing and I don't want to get caught slipping. Yeah, I get it, but guess what? You see, if the boy then pull you and find you with a knife, you now go on as a marker. Right? Just remember as it says, marker. So whether you're 12, 13, 14 and you're carrying a knife and you got caught as a marker, anytime you pull up to a party or any little spot and the police decide to come and do a spot check to find out what's going on, make him hold you and ask you your name. And you're not even aware that you're marked. He's gonna hold on to you differently. He knows, yo, you're the dangerous one. You're the one that's gonna, I need to get you off the road. Because you're influencing these to behave in a certain manner. So that's how they attract that. That's how they deal with that. And mark every black youth. But little do you know, it's a thing where most of us are not realizing. See, we can all bawl about the situation and the injustice that we're having. The balling's done with. It's time for action, brother. What are we going to do as a unit? Not as an individual, you know, because I don't know how to play individual sports. I don't know these rules. I know how to play a team game. That means if Mr. Man's hungry on the landing and you're mad, cut my food in half. Yo, where's your plate? Yeah, it's all that.
All that.
Normal.
Real stuff.
Normal.
Real stuff.
Normal.
Right,
What?
cool.
I ain't got no money this week. No problem. I've got, but that's how the family unit became in Bull Salif, because it came too much for me to hold one road. There's fucking hundreds.
You needed friends.
So I think that needed friends.
Yes.
Some people didn't know how to craft. I just had that.
Click your
Yeah, to know that, yo, I
all
can work something from nothing. It's simple mathematics to me. I know 2 and 2 makes 4. So from this, I can't go wrong. Let's deal with the basics. Enough use as
Hey, I swear, does that need clicking again?
No,
Does that
that's
stop
fine.
recording? That's right.
Good?
Alright, yeah, cool. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm gonna ask you now. Boom, car. You're saying you're a mummy's boy, yeah? So growing up, yeah, you in school, not nursery where you're there banging out man's because you're not nursery crack, but you're in primary school, yeah? How did you get along in primary school? Was you a cool child? Did you want to learn?
You know what it was, bro, and this is the truth. The environment that I grew up in made me older than what I was. So I thought to myself, like, bro, what am I doing in this class? Like, I'm not even supposed to be here. Like, you're teaching me stuff that this is not going to help me into the life I'm living today. As a youth man, the things I'm seeing, the things that norm to me, where to the average man, it's not normal. But to me, it's normal.
So
I don't know any different.
You was forced to grow.
I grew up sharp, it's fast, quick.
When you say, what, how old was you when you first jumped off the porch?
Just before secondary school, so I went back 10, 9, 10.
You was out there.
Out there. But what I used to do was, I used to look after the girl then. So the girl would say, yo, go shop for me. No problem. She'd give me £20 to go and get bits and bobs. Blood, you know how much change she's giving you, and then you can keep the change. You do 10 of them moves. Remember, there's 80 houses full of prostitutes on that one road. I ain't told you about Court Road, where there's more on that road, but there's a blues on that road, there's a gambling house on that road. There's a one-stop shop for everything. You understand? It's a 24/7 occupation around Saddam. 24/7, that means something's always going on. Facts. But I just took from that, like, yo, I'm not gonna sit down there and worry about what people may think of me or how they may view me. That's just you, blood. I just know that I'm gonna go get mine in it. And I can't wait to get big. But I was thinking about this on the journey up here, yeah. And I says, because only a couple of years ago, I phoned my mother and said, yo, mother, so I understand why you beat me so hard. Brother, I used to get beaten to where the beatings used to be so hard, I used to run out of the street naked. I said, fuck that. But it was all just because I says to my mum, I understand now. She says, I always knew what was going to happen with you. That's why I was putting you instead for the greater fight. You wouldn't understand it. Enough times I used to beat you, so you won't understand. I said, yo, I'm just getting the hardest beating from the... You don't even beat the rest of them like that. I got a little brother who I love to death, blood. This man's never been beat by my mum once. Sometimes I said to mum, if you just give him one, just give him one beating, then just make him know what I went through.
One time.
Just the one time.
And she ain't strong like how she used to be.
No, she's not. Here I know she's not strong. And here I know life's mad. I've come out, yeah, and see my niece around my mother, running rings around my mother. What? Mother, come out the kitchen. No. And I'm watching the thinking,
I could never get away with this.
The game's changed.
I said, Mum, you look out of the box. He said, you can't do them things again. Them lock you up. I said, what?
Yes, man. Yes, man. I really thought, brother. They've taken the power away from parents, bro.
They'll throw you out of the jail.
Children are running houses.
Okay, let me tell you.
Children are running their parents.
Let me tell you how it goes. If I was a little youth man and I tried to dodge school, it's not dodging school to walk up on the street, because there's too much people out the street.
To see you and tell mum.
And here what going on. Then I'm going to tell my mother, they're going to beat me on site. On site, yo, what are you doing? What?
Bro,
that's a village
we
raising a child.
It's a village.
Village raising
we
a
was
child.
talking about this on one of our last episodes, and I said this. I said the problem now is that people will see a youth that they know and turn a blind eye. It's not like before.
Brother, I come down here and I'm telling you, please, first hand.
Oh,
you see this prison thing? It's not for everybody. Now, I could sit here and say, yo, free all the prisoners. That's not going to happen. Fuck that. Because certain man's for day in a prison, some man's for born in a prison. You understand?
I feel that.
But
I feel that.
I've got no problem or have any regrets about my life I've led. If he was asking me would I do it again, 100%, even the 17 years that I've done, because it's made me into the person I am today.
Let's get into that.
You understand?
Alright, so cool. You got encounters with the law. When's your first ever encounter with the law?
1993.
If you don't
93, 91. No, 1991.
What was that encounter?
ABH.
Okay.
Some older boy in my school do something where I just felt violated, so I beat him up.
They got you nicked.
Oh yeah. Got fines and community hours, but that was on the first rap sheet.
And that was the mark.
That was the mark because this says, yo, listen, you stabbed somebody in 1997. Sorry, 96. Went to prison 97. Your first ever prison offence was a Section 18. Forget the other crimes that you committed prior to that. Your sentence was 3 years.
For a Section 18.
For a Section 18. First ever prison sentence. I robbed 2 years out of that one. Come out January 1999. Went back to prison in December 99 for 6 years for numerous kidnaps, where I had to do a plea bargain to better my chances, which I did. Got 6 years. I robbed 4.5 years out of the 6. But it was only on that sentence. I'm telling you. I went to dispersal, and you see when I went to dispersal, I get to understand how
the thing works.
This really works.
What dispersal did you go?
Whitemore was the first one I went to, in Full Sutton. But here what going on in Whitemore, I knew it was mad. When you walk past the cell, it says 99 years times 3, 60 years.
Or is that the jail where there's a picture of the inmate and then the sentence underneath it?
Yeah, that's dispersal.
Yeah, I heard about
Yeah. Your picture's on the card outside the door, so they know who you are.
Before we get there.
Go on.
That was so you went to Whitemore on your
Second.
when you got the 6. They sent you Whitemore
straight away. So I was.
What was their reason for that?
Another man in the room's being Whitemore.
I know, but what was their, because he didn't get a big sentence. It wasn't a massive sentence. So what was their reason for sending you dispersal?
Unruly. They said I was unruly. But remember, it's nothing factual. It's always suspicion, intelligence. Brother, your intelligence ain't worth the fucking toilet paper that you wipe your ass with. Why? Because it's John, Tom and Harry putting in notes in the box. Now if John, Tom and Harry don't get their fix the night before, they're going to look at you and think, you fucking arsehole. You fucking piece of shit. Secretly, they're not going to say it to you, but they're going to put a note in the box. Do you understand? And that's how it works. Now, let me tell you how, try to elaborate on this P-NAMI system, where officers can gang up on you secretly and say, all right, you put him on today.
You don't even know.
You put him on today. I'll put him on Thursday. I'll put him on Saturday. I'll put one on Monday. Thursday we go for it. By that time you don't even know what's going on. So by the time you sit your parole, we just hit him with them and we're unaware. But remember, the parole board only go for the P-NAMI system because to them that's gospel. There can't be no broken links in this
chain.
But let's elaborate on that a little bit, because each prisoner is doing either life, a straight sentence, EDR, license recall, IPP.
What's EDR?
I'm not too sure where it's extended license. Extended earliest release or something.
Earliest day of release.
So not more than, when I've analysed the whole situation now, and I've seen this for what it was, I've turned around and said, hold on a minute. How am I supposed to get out of this cycle? If you're lying on me, it's evident you're lying on me, because my solicitor asked you a simple question is, okay, when you wrote that, so for instance, if it's cross-examining the officer who's wrote it, and so why did you write that? Oh, Mr. Gray woke up this morning angry.
And that stands.
He never said good morning to me.
That's enough.
That's enough because they know what they're doing. Now you've got to understand how I'm waking up.
100%.
Brother, listen to me how I'm waking
Yeah,
up.
no, I hear this.
Listen to how I'm waking up.
I'm waiting. How are you waking up?
Angry, cross, miserable, pissed off. And
So let me ask you a question. You see on this sentence, did you get an actual release date? Yeah.
Oh, you haven't got about 99.
So this is
No,
your
on the
second-
6th. On the 6th.
on the 6 years.
When you went Whitemore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the
got a
release
release
date.
date.
Yeah.
How long
Okay,
was you?
cool.
How long was you in dispersal for?
I say about 2 years, you know. Yeah, I done a year and a half.
On a
with it.
C-cat sentence.
I don't know, year and a half.
It was a
in White-
C-cat sentence, innit? It was a cat C sentence, innit?
Well, it could have been, but I got starred up when I was 20.
And they
To
sent you
Winston Green.
Okay.
So they sent me from a youth man jail, Swinford Hall,
Yeah.
straight to Winston Green.
Okay.
From Winston Green, they sent me to Loudon Grange.
Oh.
From Loudon Grange, they said, yo, we're not having you in this building. You're going to Whitemore.
So they sent you from a B-cat to a dispersal.
I didn't know any better.
You
I
was
didn't
wilding
know
at
any.
the time.
No, I'm not whining out, man.
But are you a security risk?
Hell no. But because of the raw, uncut version of me and how I'm presenting myself, and I don't mean it, it's just that I get up, so for instance, if I get up and I say, yo, is on, which SO's on or which PO's on? They say such and such, I say, yeah, my man's cool, let me give you a, yo, what, go on for this parole? Yeah, it's a bad sentence you do. Every officer I encounter and talk about this sentence, it's a thing where they say, yeah, it's a bad sentence. They abolished that 10 years ago. That's not what I come to talk to you about. You're telling me what I already know. The thing is, when the Ministry of Justice put their money in their purse to give them side of their money, them MOJ, there ain't no money in that pot for IPP prisoners. Understand what I said to you? Yeah, it's for prisoners, but not us. Because there's nothing in place for us to do. This sentence is non-existent. So we haven't got no money for you. If anything, you're going to have to park up there. What?
Alright, cool. You come out of Whitemore, yeah? You came out of Whitemore. Your sentence come out of Whitemore, yeah?
No, I didn't come out of Whitemore. I went to Franklin.
Franklin. So that sentence though.
You got released from that
Franklin,
sentence.
full sentence. I didn't go
You
Franklin.
got released from that
You
sentence.
got released from that
Yeah,
sentence.
Yeah. And then how long was you out for? Before you
Yeah, so I come out January 99
Yeah.
and got locked up December 99, January.
Yeah, that's when you got the 6.
No, that's when I got the 6. Come out 2004. I got locked back up in 2005.
So what did you what was your charge? For the IPP?
Robbery and twack. So that's
Taken without
so basically it's a thing where I've seen 2 use, stripped them, took them for what it is, and that's what it is. But now they come to the stage where they're saying to myself, oh, what? But your story differs. I said, how is my story differ? I will tell you anything you want me to tell you in order for you to just let me go. Because regardless what charge I got charged with, I'm saying to you how the event unfolded in the place. So if a man's come and try to disrespect me in front of my girl, I've wowed out. I'm not going to deny that. I own that. But I want to do the sentence for it and better myself. Isn't that what prison rehabilitation is all about?
It's not really a prison.
But hold on a minute. You can't be screaming these things as prime minister or as a party and saying that you're cracking down on crime, but really you're not doing nothing about it because you're tricking the people.
Do you know what Prime Minister or what party put that in place?
Yeah,
you know, right?
So the MP that put this IP...
Gordon Brown, no?
No.
Okay, cool.
David Blunkett, the blind geezer.
Yes, that's the one.
Right?
Yes,
now,
yes,
I want to know how a blind geezer can say that he can see into the future. Just out of curiosity. This is mind-boggling to me. This man said brazen. Yeah, don't worry. I've seen this IPP and I can know he's going to put in good stead for the criminal justice system. So therefore I'm implying it to go into the... I'm like, what?
And you was the
Do you know what you said the other day, yeah?
I'm sorry for the sentence that I proposed.
Yeah.
Is the biggest strain.
Unjust.
Is the biggest strain on the British justice system.
Yes.
Now, if it's the biggest strain on justice system, and you're saying that I'm all the above, and I know I'm not. I've been out since the 15th of the 5th, 05. I have not committed a crime. If I was to tell you that I walked road for nearly 2 weeks, walk happy with a smile on my face. Not a penny in my pocket.
Just appreciating.
Just appreciate it. So what that? The bird them.
Realist.
Yo, let me go on.
real talk. It's
Let me
real
crank
talk.
off right here
And just chill with the birds.
and watch that sunset there. Some people say, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
You
because
get
you
up
see
and
what it
go
is,
when you
people
wanna
don't
go.
understand that.
Don't. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. But I don't care if you don't get it.
It's for you. It's not
It's
for anybody
me.
else.
I'm okay. What I'm trying to do as an individual is release this baggage of emotion, of hatred, of injustice that's only gonna consume my
It's only gonna get you.
progress for where I'm trying to push myself to. Because believe me, I'm trying to live a better life.
100.
Let me ask you a question. See, when you was younger, yeah, you see, besides the road, nothing to do with the road, did you have anything else that you had a passion in that you
Music.
would have liked to do?
Music.
Okay.
Music.
What in music do you like doing?
Sound,
Oh, yeah.
sound. I love sound tapes. Them time there was all about sound systems.
Okay. So
Be a
was you a
sound-
man that could clash or...
No, I wouldn't even say a clashing thing was my thing. So I could spin a sound. Like technically, I could watch how you're moving and I think, yeah, I'm gonna come with a plan with you and
Younger
bury.
Stone Love.
I don't know that Stone Love thing. We're English over here.
Younger
so-
Stone Love. man,
No,
from Birmingham.
no,
You're
no,
not acknowledging them.
No, I don't know them. I genuinely don't know them. I know Now Generation.
Yeah.
I know Bossy Peter.
Yeah.
I know Benji the Commissioner.
Yeah.
Yo, I know them man there.
CP.
CP, your brother, cool, huh? Love injection.
Okay, so cool.
All right, cool,
so
cool.
Your passion with music.
Very, very.
Yeah, but
passionate.
where did it go? Where did you take it to? Or did you never,
I never
do nothing with it?
No, nothing whatsoever. Because
Okay,
the fact
cool.
is,
Growing up, do you feel like you had any positive influences at all? Because the reason why I'm asking you that is because all you've spoken about through your childhood is
Negativity.
everything's negative. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the block, the corner, what was going on.
but that was the environment.
Yeah, I know. That's why-
But
And I'll ask you another question.
Go on.
Yeah, when you
that's
finish touching
that's why
on
I'm
that.
asking you. Do you feel like you had any positive influences whatsoever?
there was one and two, man. But like I said, it was always inspiring to know that when I grew up in a manner where I can go into like 50 houses in my block. Nobody don't have to be there. It's just the bigger people's them houses. So, for instance, I will pull up on my big man Urkel. I say, yo, big man, we want to chat to you. So straight away he knows where my head's at. Give me a reason. I sit there like a schoolboy and take heed. Cause when the man that talk, you listen.
But that was far and few between, right?
Very far and few between.
And I'm trying to work something out here. Even with, as you said, like you've touched on a lot of negativity since from a young age, right? Now you see the system. Obviously, the system don't understand your hurt, your struggle. You get me? But I then ask myself: is this a contribution to why they will even be able to sit there and say that you are at some security risk
Okay,
to the people?
let's analyze this logically. Okay. Anybody that is in a DCAT has to be low risk security,
Definitely.
right? Well, definitely now.
But I'm talking
No,
initially. I'm
no.
talking before you got to the DCAT. While you got that IPP sentence, because obviously pre-sentence reports play a big part in a man being sentenced.
No,
Right, plays a part.
You see when they
I'm
first
not even- no, 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 no,
recommendation.
no, no, no,
Wait.
no, no.
Wait,
What-
you see
what-
when they first got the power to give out IPP?
Where they
you
just
have
slap
to,
it.
You have to understand. You see, like there's nothing behind it. Nobody knows what they're doing. Even the judges that are giving it out.
Okay.
No precedence.
So if a judge is saying to you, he wants you to do 18 months, but he wants you to have a life license.
He don't even know what he's doing.
At that point when he might have gave it to him, he might have thought he was only going to do 4 years. He might have thought that in his head.
I did.
Because no, not you, the judge.
The judge.
I
who gave it
thought
to you.
that.
Yeah, but the judge.
But what I'm saying is, at the time, it was a new thing. Nobody
So new
understood
that
it.
no one even
Nobody
knew
knew what it was.
Okay, cool.
And like I says to you, how I stumbled upon knowing how long I'm doing is when I put in a complaint on something and the complaint come back to me and it says name, number, date, sentence.
99 years.
If we run back to the office and say, pussy, what you do? Them say what? They say, bridging. Me look like life, I mean, I kill nobody, you know. We were to 99 years. Them say, yo, Gregor, come here. I'm still cussing. I said, what do you mean, come here? Come for what?
Yeah, no.
So I'm going to show you. There you are. What's that say?
You're stunned for words.
I'm just walking around like that. Huh? Yo, when they sentenced me, what did the IPP mean? Can't be put in application, it said 99 years. Watch and say this is the boy. Well, yeah, technically it's 99 years, but you won't do that. What do you mean, technically it's 99 years, but we won't do that? Does it say 99 fucking years on my team? So how long can they hold me for? I haven't put my hands on nobody. I haven't committed no violent offence. So it's suspicion. Yeah, I've done things that's off the cuff to bring attention to my situation because of the injustice that I'm facing. But if I'm waking up in the morning and officers don't want to deal with me because they think I'm arrogant or ignorant or rude or all the above, then straight away we've got a problem.
Because it's already on their perception how your day goes.
I'm gonna
and it's all that's a fucked up thing because it's all about perception. Now perception it's easy to get somebody's body language and mood wrong. So if they see him and they got it wrong and they write it down on P-numbers, he has to face that and explain that. How does he explain that when he's not done it? How do you explain something? They're gonna say on that day you was unhappy and he's gonna say no I weren't. I was cool.
Can I ask you a question? Do you believe there's a way? Do you believe there's a way of losing the message in the delivery?
Yeah, that's why I've come out.
Would you say you're guilty of that, or have been guilty of that?
Yeah, because I didn't know how to articulate myself when I was a young man. I didn't know how certain emotions worked and what certain emotions trigger off certain moods and how you behave. But once you become one with yourself and learn about yourself and know yourself,
then you understand.
Then you understand because, let's say a piano, every key is an emotion, a negative one. Now picture them playing all of them at once. 24, 7, 3, 6, 5, 17, 2. Brother. But if you was to ask anybody on the land if you know me, they say, yeah, Greg, that's blessed, man. You see that man there when you're around them man there. You don't even feel like you're in prison. Why? Because I want to uplift you. So if I have to walk in the morning and say, yo, morning, my brother. Because I know you got a long face, you know.
Consciousness.
Morning, my brother. Huh? Morning, G. Now, he knows you don't have to say good morning, but saying good morning just triggered us. Like, yeah, man, you know what? Just like one morning, just put me back on. Yeah, man, respect, Gregor. You good? Yeah, man, I'm good. Get the coffee down, son. Come in, for I'll get the biscuits. Just do a little thing.
Yep, 100%.
You understand? Because by the time I'm drinking my coffee and by the time I finish it, he's already told me what his problem is. Now, I knew there was a problem just by how I said good morning and the way you responded.
Sharing the problem, innit?
Right. Now, I'm not saying there's not arseholes in prison. 100% there are. There's a lot of arseholes in prison. Probably the classes me as an arsehole. But that's their opinion. But one thing I will say is, you can't deny or you can't overlook the situation and think because you're not in, this don't affect you that I'm okay because somewhere along the line you're going to stumble upon this block, whether it's direct or indirect. Some people are affected by the whole situation. Like for instance, my mother. She's 100%. Took every step of the way on this journey with me.
Yeah, fully, yeah,
so what does this woman want? Now listen to the terminology what I'm about to use. My whole support network was like this when I come to prison. That made my family big. Do you know what it triggered down to? That. Because courses, timing and things happen and I'm looking for my distance.
Can I ask you something? How many parole boards have you sat?
9.
My
10th
have you been set back every single
one of them. My last parole board, should I say, was 2019 now. You know, a parole window to a parole window is maximum 24 months. I waited 36.
And you still never get your hearing.
36 months is a 6-year sentence. I'm only doing that, waiting for a parole. Nah. So what they did when I supposed to sit my parole in October, on the 11th hour, they pulled the plug and said, oh no, we ain't got a psychiatric report, we need a psychiatric report. Huh? Like, you didn't know that you needed one before. So why is it now? We're cool. We're cool. Because I'm so used to what's going on. This don't faze me. So when they pulled out their last burner to shoot me, I said, right, things ain't going our direction. Draw for that card. They draw the card. The card backfired on them. Let me tell you how. The woman who's doing the psychology report is a woman that I'd done a course with back in 2012 in Loudon Grange. Louise Carter. In her report, which I will send you a copy, she says Gregor Grey's overqualified and needs to get out. There's nothing for him to do. He just needs to be... Now you need to give him the chance to run. He's done everything. You can't hold him. He's in a DCAT. You told him he's going to be home in 3 months. He's done 6 months and he still ain't home.
And what is that, a recommendation?
It's not a recommendation. It's just bog standard behaviour. You sit in a DCAT for 3 months, you're going home. But in my case, it seems like, oh, you want me to go home with an officer? Escorted.
They want to bear escort.
Escort, bro. Take your bubble out of my mother's yard and come out my fucking place, bro. How about you want to sit down and drink coffee? Drink coffee in where? Come out my place, bro. But because I got no choice, I want to say them things, but I can't. So I'm going to have to grin and bear it and think, right, mom, the police are coming. Man, the police, the screws. Like, all right, cool. That's all done. Do you know what they did to get me in the DCAT? They coerced me in taking the jab. I didn't want to take the jab.
Vaccine jab?
Yeah. 3 of them to give me. And they says, well, if you want to go to a DCAT, Gregor Grey, listen. And I remember the woman in that
how long?
Says to me, yo, don't do it. I've got no choice. I need to see my mum. I don't want to, but I can't make this woman not see me. Tomorrow ain't promised to no man.
No one.
So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be selfish now? Because something that I don't want to do. Or I'm supposed to look at the bigger picture and think, right, you're going to have to like play. But I don't want to.
100%.
So they're saying, well, until you get the jab, DCATs are not accepting you. But I know that in order for me to get home, I know that in order for me to get home, I have to be in a DCAT to stand half a chance.
Blood.
Just jumping through the hoops.
Blood.
I've done it. No, stop. I've done it. Mr. Gray, you're going to DCAT in 10 days. Oh, fucking hell, thank God. Alright. Let me write to Sudbury. Hello, my name's Gregor Grey. I got kicked out of your establishment a couple of months ago. I'm just writing back to make you know that I'm coming back into your building. Is there any chance I can get back into the kitchens because I'm a chef, qualified chef, and that's my thing. So I just want to crack on and get done what needs to get done. The letter didn't go to the person I sent it to because the person I've got signed up for went to another job. And next geezer, who you call me, and next geezer text my case called Ali Spenner. This is the geezer I keep calling a pussy. This is what this man does. First thing he does. The day before I go to Sudbury, the video call me and say, yo, you need to go into the video department. There's a call from Sudbury. So I answer the video call. When I answer the video call, Ali Spenner and his manager, Sally, looked at me and going, hello, Gregor, we just videoing you to make you know that we're aware you're coming tomorrow. We've received the letter. We're expecting you. Watch me. Ah, lovely. That means they're not. Ah, that filled me. Ah, it's easy. Oh, things are happening. I'm positive.
Yeah.
So why is it when I get there, They put me in the worst job possible in the building. Fence panels. Who's doing fence panels? Man?
I'm sorry.
Yo, slave labor done years ago. You take him out for fool.
Who's doing fence panels, bro? Man, I get it.
What? No, hold on. I've just spent 17 years
Yeah.
honing my craft as a chef. Retail decat. But you tell me you're gonna put me in fence panels. Hear what I'm saying? I'm passing blood in it. I'm sick. Yo, doctor, write out one of them signals and pass it to this kid here. Yo, all that signal. Yeah. You're right now, Gaffer. Nah. What do you mean, nah? You just told me you wanted the signal. Well, how do you get a 14-day signal? How, what, and when is irrelevant. The fact is, I'll just give you what you needed.
Yeah,
and for you to sign me off.
That's it.
He didn't like it. Well, guess what? In a bit, I'm going back on my fucking pad, and I'm at the point where you work. But what I am doing is going to the CMs and the SOs and say, look, I'm not working in there, but if you need a job doing and you've got a job doing, shout me, I got you, because I got free time. And that's what I'm doing. So it took 5 weeks to get back in the kitchens. This Ali's emailed, be a big name brand man in the building to attend some meeting that he's boarding. He went to pussy them up to discussing. He's chairing the board and discussing to all these 20 people, big man. Oh, it's Mr. Gray's. We don't know if his work ethic's up to scratch, and due to him being in fence panels and he's not being tending work and da-da-da. I'm like, hold on a minute, big man. You've got all 20 of these people here and you're discussing my work ethic. If you said you knew me and you understand what I'm saying to you, why didn't you pick up the report that the last OMU wrote, which would have said to you this, and I gave it him? Oh, I didn't see that. You know, you didn't see that now? It's a good job I got copies on it. Don't worry about it though. We're going to move past that. Yeah? Because you fucked up. Don't do that again. Because the 20 people that you had in the room, you can't pull them 20 people again. So you missed the opportunity, is what I feel, to discuss something about Gregor Gray moving forward. Right, not discussing stupidness that you know that you could have patterned and you didn't pattern. More to the point, why didn't you read my letter? Because in my letter it says I want to go in the kitchens. What am I doing in fence panels? Oh, I didn't read your letter. What? Hold on. Reverse. Say that again. Oh, I didn't. When you video tied me 5 weeks ago and you flashed the letter, is it right for me to assume that you read the letter? Because the way you're flashing it, you received and read my letter is what you said. The two key words you told me what resonate in the back of my head. Received and read. But you haven't read nothing. So what now? You're lying to me. All right, cool. I got a brethren in the building. Shout out this. Nothing more than Mr. Man says to me, yo, you can put in for your town visits and that, you know. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, man, you've been here for that amount of time. You're entitled.
Did you get any town visits?
He's not telling me. He's supposed to tell me what I'm entitled to. Okay. He's a prisoner what's telling me what I'm entitled to. Because I don't know the DCAT.
The OMU and the DCAT's supposed to tell you everything. The whole you line, they're supposed to tell you your days, your lay down, how long your lay down is. Yeah, they're supposed to make you know all of that as you land. As you land.
My man took me for a sausage. Complete sausage, blood. So I pulled him, but yeah, I pulled him wicked and bad. I said, what? He must think you're not going to get paid. 1 minute. I go and get a CM, because obviously he's holding strength from the CM and the governor, thinking, yeah, I'm going to hide behind them. What? Stand there. Oi, botty boy, deal with me like that again and see what happens, you prick. I know you got bare bad boys on your book, but you're not handling me like that. Deal with me straight. I'm a simple soul. Put it on paper what you want me to do now. Or 3 more escorted. Is that all? Yes, Mr. Gray, no problem. Let me go and get these 3 out of the way.
Simple.
Got them out of the way.
So you was having home visits escorted?
For 2 hours. So I get released from the prison from 9 o'clock and I have to be back there by 2. Bear in mind, I'm driving from Derby to Birmingham.
Wild.
Hold on. The first visit was lovely. My niece is in there. My brother's daughter. Why is the report come back to my man? To my man said, oh, due to your niece being in there, it was oof. What? Well, you didn't tell us she's going to be there. Well, forgive me if I haven't been in my household for 17 years and I don't know how it works. Sorry, mate. But it's my brother's daughter. If my brother's in the house, his daughter's gonna be there. I overseen it. Sorry. He made a big song and dance about this. I said, all right, cool. I apologize. I didn't know he was in the house. Cool. Safe. This is what it says. On the second visit, he didn't want to lay. So on the first visit, I'm floating. I haven't even landed when I come back into the prison because I'm still high off seeing
first
them.
time
Yeah,
out there, being in your house, all of that.
Brother, I've come back. I'm exhausted. 8:30 roll check. I must have knocked out by 8:10. I woke up at 20 to 11 to my door flying open with 2 Jakes coming in my cell. Turn on my light. I'm like, huh? I can't even adjust my eyes. Watch what the girl and the man says. Oh, Mr. Gray, you went on your homeless today. How was it? Now, I know these people helped me to get this. But now they're showing their true colours because they've come and opened my door at 20 to 11. Why are you coming to ask me this question at 20 to 11 when you're not even supposed to be on the wing? So straight away, you've come in my pad. But little do I know the commotion what happened prior to that. But you come into my pad. So you're like, Greg, what's going on? As I'm chatting to her, the short version's 5 minutes alone. As I'm giving her the short version, I said, let me just get over and do it. Yeah, it was good, you know. But see my mum, my man's checking my pad. Plug socket now, there's no phone. Bed, there's no phone in the bed. Can't smell like ganja. I've got, listen, I'm so glad you pulled up on me like this and caught me on the back foot. Because it just goes to show that when I'm telling you I'm not doing nothing, it's evident.
100%.
Now they've assumed because I've gone home, I'm going to come back with the belly. The only belly I'll come back with is beer food. And I'm talking about beer food, you know, them bags for life. About 4 of them. Full to the brim with food. I said to the man, yo, everybody forward. See, yeah. And that's how we do things. I don't give a fuck where you're from, who you are. You see, from you're sensible and you got sense, I'm gonna fuck with that. Now, you don't have to be the baddest, man. Just be yourself. My mum will love you for being yourself. That's what enough man fail to realise.
100%.
You're always the best at being you know.
Hard to get around.
So, hear what now? This IPP, how you end up on the run?
So, on the 15th of the 5th, my son's birthday, I said to this man weeks prior, remember my son's thing? Oh, yeah. He knew he was going on holiday. So we left the gym officer to be in charge and answer to me thinking that the gym officer's got power. I wouldn't say got power, but he can communicate with Gregor Grey.
Oh, he can't.
He can.
Oh, he can.
He can, 100%. I got respect. Just because he's an officer, doesn't mean I won't respect him.
Yeah, of course.
Because from there helping me,
You're good.
I'm good. Help is help. Blood. My brother. I came to the conclusion that this man was not trying to. He was lying out at the back of his teeth, but what I found out was he wanted me not to be successful on my parole, because he told me that he's not recommending me my parole, which I said not a problem, because that's your prerogative as an OMU worker, not to recommend my parole. Now I get why you wouldn't recommend my parole, because I've only been in your presence a couple of weeks. So why would you put your trust into something you don't know? And to the files that you're reading, it don't read good. However, you haven't given me a chance. You're only gone on paper. So straight away, I'm on the back foot, now.
Yeah, automatically.
And it's a bit contradictory, because if they didn't think you was ready for this, the fact that you're in a DCAT kind of makes no sense.
You tell so every day I'm seeing murderers, rapists, pedophiles, go and come. I'm thinking, huh? Yeah, hello, Dave, going home next week. Going to see the missus and the baby. Huh? Is this some secret code or some nastiness or something? God, they might smell like Cheshire Cat. Something in or something, man. But you know what? Don't even pre that one there, Gregor. Just concentrate on your thing. Concentrate on your thing. On the 15th of the 5th, I said, you know what, I can't take no more because my man's just violated me. My head's gone. I just said, you know what, fuck this. I'm thinking so... I'm not even thinking straight. You know what, I'm not thinking straight. I phoned a taxi to pick me up. I've escaped in a taxi. I escaped in a taxi. And if the truth be known, I also made sure that all the traffic was on the other side of the prison before I done one. So you could say it was calculated. Because I tried to give myself half a chance.
You gave yourself a full chance, yeah.
Nah, I only needed half. I took half a chance.
And you got
like, who else is gonna escape in a taxi? Behave yourself, man. You know, so the Jake actually see me running down the road. He's on a pushback, I'm on my foot. The man parked up like, I said, where you think you're running with on your foot, blood? Like, chill out. I said, look at him, I said, big man.
Got my taxi down the road.
No, I never said that's a big man. I'm gonna park you off in the bush, you know. That's how you do yourself, But I'm jogging past him. Man knows Usain Bolt take. I'm just jogging like, yo, he must be, where is he jogging? But I've just seen my thing skirt past me. So I know he's gonna go down there, go around the roundabout and come back. So that was my cue to touch the road, but by the time I've touched the road, I've exposed myself like, ah, there he is. What are you doing? No, I don't know. But I know the car's coming, innit? So as soon as the car comes to running the road, they all stop. I mean, man. I say, yeah, me, jump in. Drive, man. Man, just drive.
And that was that.
That was that. I said, he said, I thought you was on a homely, but I was like, I am gaffer, but what it is, I'm late. You gotta go. You gotta go. You know why I'm laughing? And it's not even comical. Because people will see this and think, why is he laughing? Let's take the Glenfield Tower. I watched it live because I don't sleep, remember. So when this is a bulletin on news, BBC News, I'm seeing everything for what it is. Do you know that I've seen people jump out the window? I've seen people jump out the window. Do you know I know what that thought process was going through that person's head before they jumped?
You've been there.
I just want to get away. Just want out.
You've been there.
Brother, numerous times, to the point where I'm thinking, nah, I can't go out like this. The big man's no way in the world is a big man gonna make me go through this to end up. Nah, there's got to be more.
The system can't beat you.
I wouldn't even say it's a system. I can't allow myself to be beaten.
100%. 100,000,000%.
I can't. Not with the upbringing I got brought up on. Not with the support system that I got. I can't do it. Maybe if I didn't, which other prisoners have got nothing, and it's easy for them to do. I mean, the amount of people I've seen take their lives, there's so much things I can say to you that you just run so free that you think, huh? Yeah, man. You overdose himself purposely so he couldn't take it no more.
IPB.
I've seen it. How many times have you seen on the landing a man who don't fucking talk for years? All of a sudden he wants to give away his things. Huh?
And then the next day.
What do you mean? Nah, man, that's you, my bro. Probably see you and like you for a couple of years, the way you deal with him. But true, he's just timid. He's a fuck this, man. I'm coming out my shower today. See this TV, this telly what you been looking at, or these trainers, or whatever you been looking at. They're you know, my bro. And some people don't get it, but because I've seen it, I'm like, yo, blood, you have to watch, grip him, grab him, grab you, man. Well,
You know what's so nuts about what you're saying? Man could say, cool, right now you're on a journey, you're on the loose, whatever.
I'm not on the loose.
No, but I'm saying this. There's man that are, as you just said, are willing to take their life just to get this freedom.
No, it's not freedom, it's to escape. The nightmare. The night is not freedom, it's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Facts.
It's a nightmare. Some of the screams I've heard out in cells, because when people are smoking their things, they're seeing things that they're not supposed to be seeing. So they're experiencing things and having mad illusions where they're screaming out things that they can't scream out in front of man.
A man would prefer be on a run than dead.
My thing's this, innit? My thing's this. Everybody seems to have an opinion on Gregor Gray handing himself back in and da-da-da. Listen, if you was buried alive,
Listen to the words.
and had an opportunity to escape,
them words.
and you did take it, you did escape,
Would you go back?
would you go back?
To my grave.
To be buried alive?
Fucking
Again.
real. And
Would
there's
you go
people
back
who
to
live
be
in their
buried alive
graves.
again?
There are people who are living in their grave, wake up every day in their grave. Bad relationships,
Real shit.
bad households, bad whatever, situations, bam, jail, just like I say, man are
do
living.
you know what's so mad about it?
in
Do you
their
know what's so
grave.
mad about it? Sitting there with Gregor, yeah? The whole establishment has acknowledged that the sentence that he is serving is barbaric.
Unlawful.
Would you say, I'm asking you, let's all sit around as grown people and ask the question. Has Gregor Gray done enough time that we can now let him out?
Done too long.
100.
Has Gregor
Should've been home.
done anything while he's escaped?
Gregor needs compensation.
Keep your money. I don't want your money. Not a goddamn
Hey,
penny.
do you know one thing I'll say? Gregor Gray's been a gentleman
My brother,
since you've been here.
that's
I won't
that.
lie to you.
Brother, this is all the
You've been a
energy.
Gregor
This-
Gray's
no,
been a
my
gentleman.
mum's like, this is the frequency and the energy that I possess and I portray with me. Some are not going to get it, some will get it. But guess what? The ones who won't get it, they're irrelevant. The ones that will see me would say, who else comes down from one end of the block to the next and says, yeah, I'm pulling up on you. Yo, what you say? Yeah, shot, what? I'm pulling up on you, my bro.
Come on.
Normal, no, what?
You know,
What's he? Is this kid serious?
I love for that.
It's normal.
Love for that.
It's normal because one, I can see the world changing in a way where technology is taking over. Two, you have to be up to time today. Do you know I jumped on your boss? You know what the man says to me, bro?
No money. Oyster.
Yeah, brother, you know what? I'll take the tempo and give me a lift. Him say, no. Oyster come and say, oi, who named so? No, who's Oyster? You looking at me like a weirdo.
That's real.
Who's Oyster, blood?
Real, bro. It's real. Exactly what you said. The world is
Yeah, it's a
man.
difference.
You see what?
But-
Something so simple, you know, that's a big deal, you know.
But I can adapt. Because the man said, big man, walk to the gate, you now open me, you know. He say, put your ticket in there. I say, yo, you know, see me, I press ticket, you now work. He said, now feed it. Huh? And took my ticket, feed it, and shoot back up. He said, oh, yeah, respect, man. So very simple.
Man is looking at
I'm walking around the city of London like a tourist. Like, oh, there's a nice building. I like the architects and that. Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
And that's all you want.
I just want to live my life. Normal crimes. I promise you, I won't commit a crime.
You lot are hearing
I
this.
promise you, I won't. If I
You lot
commit
are
a
hearing
crime,
this.
I'm willing to do the rest of my bird, which is what was the number I started with?
99.
Right, I'm willing to do the rest of it. Okay.
Fucking
You
hell.
hear what the man said?
That's a real chat.
Man saying
You
I'm
hear what the man
chatting,
said?
follow
The man
your
said if he
That's a
doesn't
real
make crime,
fucking chat.
He'll do life in jail. He'll do all of his license. And this is the problem with the system, man. Who's listening?
I'll tell you who's listening.
Who's
Let me tell you who's listening.
Man's
Let me
rehab
tell you who's listening right now. Key ingredients. Because one thing I have studied is something that I don't understand. Now, half of that is due to ignorance. I ain't ignorant. I will understand what I'm up against, so I know what I'm fighting against. So if it's down to the MP who runs the MOJ, I need to concentrate on this person, Chris Galen. Huh? How are you going to ban books? Ban books in prison.
ban them.
Who does that?
in the prison.
Wait, what do you mean back?
Ban books! No prisoner meant to get no more books or
What are
magazine.
you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, you don't know what's going on, man. You gotta get up to the times. They back
Well,
up long time.
I chat to a man that's in jail
They back up
regularly.
long time. That's not a new thing.
Wild.
That's not a
I
new
knew
thing.
about the whole non-smoking in jail thing and all
From
that.
them times there.
No, can't
How
learn.
though? What was
No
he trying to achieve
education.
by
Lads,
this?
from when
What
I
was he
was
trying to
listen,
achieve?
You see, from when I was in jail, they stopped letting you post books in. So before you could get any book, you could get a book posted in. So from when I was in
As
there,
long as it came from the shop and was
yeah,
stamped.
right.
Do you know
so
what?
W.
I got
H.
posted
Smith,
in that
right.
Guns and gangs,
Yeah.
bad boy book.
Right now they stopped that when I was in jail.
So all right, what was their reasoning? What are they trying to achieve by this?
Well, you know,
Listen. Forget about the reason. Let me tell you how far it went. The library saying, yo, we haven't even got a job no more. Because we can't facilitate the library and give people what they want. How is one supposed to educate themselves? Now let me take you to another.
Right, that's what they don't want.
Let me take you to another dimension. A man comes to prison, to better himself. He knows that the system's not in there to better himself. He has to better himself if he wants it. That means you have to know what you want in order to obtain what you want. Some may find that, some may find it through religion. Now you can't chastise this person whether he wants to follow religion because of the situation in his life. If he's trying to take a journey, allow that man to take his journey. Don't fight him. But what he's facing now is, because of the community he's associated with, he's now getting persecuted like he's one of them. So if a Muslim man wants his books to read, to send in, and his imam sending his books, they are no longer getting sent in.
Not allowed.
He can't now better himself to try and find some kind of peace in his heart. Now I'm going to give you another flip side to that. I'm a Rastafarian. They said they haven't got a Rastafarian seat. They've been actively searching for a Rastafarian chaplaincy in H&P Nottingham for the last 4.5 years. Do you know the racist behaviour what goes in there? I was like gobsmacked that I'm thinking. I'm even pulling the locals like, yo, bro, where you from? He said, Nottingham. I said, yo, bro, I think you're going in Nottingham. he said, nah, it's just the way. I said, brother, ain't you embarrassed? Bro, you can't chat to me. I can't even look. There's only 1 and 2 of them man from that borough. I say, yo, the rest of us said, nah, I can't give you no respect, bro. If that's what you're allowing to happen in your manner. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen next. But man, them know for frightening.
Focus.
No.
100%.
There's so much different elements to this system what's broken that I'm only speaking a teardrop of the ocean what's exposing. And the reason why I'm causing a mayhem to the police department, because they're saying to themselves, well, he's just exposing us for what we are. He's lifting up our skirt and exposing our underwear.
100%.
We can't afford for that. That's embarrassing. They sent 30 police officers to a pub to look for me and 4 gunners. I set this up. Now let me tell you how I set it up. Because I'm honest and open to give the man the blue tick. And make it's just honest and open what we're going to deal with. You put in the paper, not armed, but dangerous, don't approach, which tells me that I've got a couple of seconds because you're trying to now tell the public not to address me. You're trying to scaremonger the public against me, which is not a problem. It's a tactic you use on a landing very regularly that I'm used to. So what I say is, okay, I'll use that to my advantage. I'll now walk with a bum bag. You don't know what's in this bum bag, but you have to make an assessment.
100%.
I can go from one building, which is this chicken shop, to this pub, and you have to make a whole new assessment. I know that when you make an assessment, you can't make an assessment. It's him who makes the call because it all falls on his toes. He's not liable to get it in the neck. So he has to be clear cut on when he makes that call. That call takes 5 to 10 minutes. Kid, I only need half a minute. I'm gone.
On to the next.
On to the next one. So I'm drinking in the boozer. I can see them flying about me, you know. And I'm a baby's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm reading Nick 17 years. What do I know? Oh, they cars are nice, innit? I know everything. I just choose not to tell you. I act fool, innit? So you sent 30 officers with 4 gunners to come to the pub to look for me. I wasn't there. Apparently I put somebody in there what looked like me playing the fruit machine. So when the crew gets serious, the other officer says to his colleague, "What, is that the murderer?" Wrong move, because somebody overheard that conversation as well, which he got back to me. And when it got back to me, I says, "Oh,
Murderer.
stop. You just took the rope they take. Let me take it down my rope." If he says murderer, that means in the briefing he had in the morning, whoever's speaking says, "Yo, you foreigners there." If worse comes to worse, my man will cover you and say, "Yo, they're armed and dangerous," before it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I then phone up Lloyd House, Harbour, and tell him, "No, mate, tell your gaffer, yeah, that what he did was bang out of order. If he thinks he can justify by sending 4 gunners to a man who's been in prison for robbery, not murder, not gun crime, not nothing, then you got a sad mistake because I'm onto ya."